My name is José Miguel Palacios, and I am a PhD candidate in the Department of Cinema Studies here at New York University, and I am developing a project with Latin American and Caribbean communities here in New York City about cinema and histories of diaspora and migration. The really great thing about this fellowship is that you are a part of this network of graduate students and scholars like you, and the New York Council for the Humanities really mentors you throughout the year, and they are not only giving you this space and the funding to develop your project, but also various tools to reach those goals. So you are mentored in grant writing or funding structures and looking for funding or workshops on how to write for public audience. So that is a really unique thing about the fellowship. And the other thing that I would add is that since this fellowship is organized together with the different humanities centers of the various universities in the New York State, here this means that you're also part of the community here at the Humanities Initiative and NYU, and that is also an extra and not a minor bonus for this fellowship, that you get to be a part of the Humanities Initiative and participate in weekly lunches and discussions, and that has been very productive and a really incredible experience for anyone who is in their graduate study. I don't think everyone should apply because not all projects are necessarily a good fit for a fellowship like this one. You should apply if you are really interested in finding ways to reach and connect with larger audiences, or if you think that your project or your research has an impact in particular groups or communities and you want to address them more directly. So I am a PhD candidate in the Department of Cinema Studies at New York University, and I have a background mostly in film. I did my BA in film and TV production, and I worked in the field for many years when I was in Chile. And then I moved to the States to pursue a master's degree, and I kept on going with a PhD. And I research Latin American cinema, and specifically exile and diasporic cinemas, particularly in the Chilean case. Project that I'm working on right now is not exactly a part of my dissertation, which is focused on Chilean cinema in exile in the 1970s and 80s, but it is a project that originates in my interest in various forms, various relationships between cinema and histories of diaspora and migration. So the project that I'm working on for the Public Humanities Fellowship is a series of screenings and discussions about diaspora, immigration, and exile, with working with Latin American and Caribbean communities here in the city. So I have engaged and worked with these communities throughout the year and found venues throughout the city that are meaningful to them in terms of museums or bookstores or libraries where these screenings and discussions will take place. and it's basically an opportunity to have a dialogue on displacement and migration, bringing scholars and activists and just regular people together. The Public Humanities Fellowship, I think it's designed to help emerging scholars, graduate students to find ways to have their work reach or engage in the larger public sphere. So that usually means either two things. One, to bring this very specific and specialized work and research that we do as academics, that is usually very enclosed within the university space, to take that work and bring it to a larger audience, and finding ways to translate that very specialized language into a project that is accessible to everyone and in ways that are meaningful to larger audiences. So that's one thing. And the other thing in which we can understand public humanities work, I think, is to develop projects that from the start challenge a bit the traditional ways in which research is carried on in the university. So that means developing more collaborative projects with different communities or work or groups, and not just, I guess, use them as subjects or objects to study, but to bring them into the methods and to the core of the project from the beginning.